Hi guys, this is Nestor, the Black Teacher. Yeah, this is an update on Venezuela and the U.S. And Donald Trump, I should say, Venezuela versus Donald Trump. This is an update. We all know that it has been reported that the president of Venezuela, or we should say the former president of Venezuela, has been captured and taken into custody, and now he's in America. Okay, and I don't know why they're using captured as if he was a fugitive, like he was running away. Anyway, I think the appropriate word should be he has been abducted. He has been abducted and taken to the United States of America. Now, many of you might be wondering, like, what's going on? According to Donald Trump, he had a press conference last evening, and what he said was the vice president, Venezuela's vice president, Nicolas Maduro's vice president, a woman by the name of Rodriguez, Mrs. Rodriguez, has taken over, and she has already been sworn in as the new president of Venezuela. So the vice president has been sworn in as the new president of Venezuela. Why has Donald Trump and the United States allowed the vice president to be sworn in to take over? Basically, the reason is because you cannot be a leader of Venezuela without the military, the Venezuelan military, allowing you to be. Because all the leaders since 1999, all the leaders of Venezuela have come or have had direct links and support from the military, from Hugo Chavez to Nicolas Maduro. So you need to have a direct backing or the support of the military. Otherwise, if the military doesn't support you, there's no way you can run Venezuela. So there is an opposition leader, Mrs. Machado. Mrs. Machado is an opposition leader, but she has never been in the system, in the ruling party. She doesn't have the backing of the military. So while America, Donald Trump, like Machado, this woman, the opposition leader, but they understand that if Machado becomes the president, she is not going to have the backing of the military, and that will be a recipe for disaster. Okay, so they have allowed the vice president. Mrs. Rodriguez has been vice president for over a year, for almost 2 years. So definitely she already has support of the military, and she has been sworn in, and she addressed the country, she addressed the nation. But surprisingly, in her address addressing the nation, she condemned what America has done. So that's very confusing. America says Mrs. Rodriguez is now the president. She has been sworn in, and we are going to work with her. And America will run things, meaning that America will be dictating what Mrs. Rodriguez will be doing. But Mrs. Rodriguez's press conference, she says she condemns what America has done, and she says that the rightful president of Venezuela is Nicolas Maduro. Do you understand that? I think Mrs. Rodriguez is playing politics. She knows that at this critical moment, if she doesn't support her boss, the president, the deposed president, Nicolas Maduro, people will look at her as a traitor or a backstabber. People will say, oh, so the vice president betrayed the president. You understand? So even though she is willing to work with America, she has decided to show publicly that she still supports her boss, the deposed president, so that the military, the Maduro supporters can rally behind her. You understand the politics that's being played there? Yeah. This is my interpretation of what's going on. So anyway, long story short, Maduro is in America, and Mrs. Rodriguez is now the president, the new president of Venezuela, and their constitution also states that in a situation where the president is not capable of carrying out his duties, the vice president assumes the office of the president. So that's what's going on right now. Okay, that's what's going on right now. Kwa amene zimene ndakambaba zakuvuta ndikumvetsa, ndingonena kuti Maduro, president wa Venezuela, wachotsedwa pa mpando, wagwidwa, wamangidwa, apita naye ku America. Ndiye sopano amene watenga udindo wa president ndiye amene anali vice president wake, Mai Rodriguez ndi amenewa.